σήμερα θα παίξουμε αυτό που βλέπετε, not for broadcast, new game, under name. Βάζουμε το name μας και μπήκαμε. Η πρώτη μέρα.
Hi David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. Alright mate, Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now don't worry, it's not hard and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down.
Το πάνω και το κάτω.
Underneath that you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Βάλε αυτές, ξέρω εγώ.
The tapes are loaded and we're all ready for when we get to the first ad break. That's great. Any second now you should be getting a signal through from the studio. Stay on your toes, mate. It's election night, so all eyes are on this room. We do not want to get fired.
Και πού θα μας το δείξει? Οπότε το ένα.
You know seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill it.
And yet you persist.
Στα 5 δεύτερα τώρα περιμένουμε. Ωραία.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, all good. Next is going to be to throw the news titles on screen too. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Αυτό σημαίνει ότι ανεβαίνει ένα.
Top chat. Sports fans celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsley wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Vanderklatch.
Ένα λεπτό και 40 δεύτερα.
And, of course, we'll be going live to advanced headquarters to hear what the leaders of the fledgling party have to say.
Ετοιμαζόμαστε για το 2, το δείχνει το countdown εδώ. 2, 1.
Lovely, mate.
Ωραία.
Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Όταν μικρύνει λέει και εξαφανιστεί. Το κάναμε πιο γρήγορα.
The votes are in and it's a decisive win for advance. The landslide.
Listen, mate, we often get a bit of interference around this time of night, so keep your eye on the machine on the bottom right. You can move that white dot up and down, avoiding the interference using the yellow knob.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly.
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When you reach 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
going live to Advance HQ to hear the co-leaders.
Βάλ το αλφα. Διαφήμιση είναι αυτό.
2, 1, advert.
1 minute back,
Ora.
everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh,
I thought I'd ask him about the election.
personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. He doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Εδώ πέρα βλέπουμε λαχανικά.
Wicked. We've made it to the first ad break. You're
Okay.
doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence because you're going to be
Oh.
cutting between
Θα μας
multiple
βάλει και τις
cameras
4
to keep
οθόνες.
things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the
Ωραία,
talking.
ποιος μιλάει.
2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So
Ωραία,
if
το
you're on the
perfect όλα
person who's
κατάστερα.
talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Quiet in the studio.
Okay.
Thank you so much. 10 seconds, everybody.
This exclusive offer is available for a limited time.
Going in 5, 4,
Ναι.
3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly
Ora.
News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to
Hollywood
Megan on
reporter
screen
Megan
4.
Wolf is here with a star of both stage
Ναι,
and
μαζί να πάμε
screen.
στο 4.
Megan,
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
shop
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is a moment.
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
Okay.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
He's a wonderful
Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
Worked with him on several movies, all terribly
Okay.
successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete
Είναι τόσο
departure from
δύσκολο
my
να το
last
αλλάζεις.
starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer.
Είναι λίγο δύσκολο να τα αλλάζουμε.
Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about.
Τώρα είναι λίγο πιο ήρεμα γιατί
And
μιλάει
today, of
μόνο
course,
αυτός.
we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But, I think
Okay.
I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up?
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get him down on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Αλλάζουμε και αυτό εδώ πέρα γιατί είναι το πράσινο. Οπα!
And we're out.
Να. Άρισα, το έκανα λίγο νωρίς.
Watch out for that interference, mate. Guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button, or the spacebar on your keyboard, for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm, and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
One of 2 communal temps.
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert get louder. Good. Your sentence starts central. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
And hey, if you come in the dry season, we've got a car park. St. Bumley. On the 10th.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Running the country. Seriously?
God bless. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I'm told we can now go live to Advanced Headquarters, where the 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Thank you all for coming.
Λέει ότι είναι νευριασμένος, οπότε θα πάρουμε για το blip.
What a day. They said we couldn't do it. They certainly did. They used every
Αυτοί πολύ αλλάζουν. Οπότε βάλουμε αυτό.
Nice.
You saw right through their shit. I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that.
Perfect.
Sorry about that. Coarser than the ground is funny. Coarser than the ground
Memorably
is
put.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day 1 of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put. Not inaccurate.
Get back to who's talking.
Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know this. Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated community.
Tomorrow we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public schools have got nowhere to go. Today, we revoked your passport. You want them back. You want to leave like you threatened before the election. That's fine. But first, you're going to pay us. You're going to pay it back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. to properly fund health and education, to raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits
Πρέπει να κάνουμε και αυτό.
billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite.
Okay.
So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs, the people whose children you raise.
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance has this to say to you.
Ναι, το έκανα.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes,
Okay.
it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
You're only meant to censor the swear word.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from and our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that worked out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under advance. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
Looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Chop yours, mate. Good luck.
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Glitch.
Someone's dripping on me.
Alan James is right. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
We'll return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours.
Yeah, that was definitely a drop test.
I, Gary's a big, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads.
Ticked wag Tony.
Yay! I'm perfectly capable of... Fuck you! This natural package has given me electric shock!
Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners of the Sports Ball panel. Fucking microphone dropped me! Fucking microphone just dropped me! Where's that sound guy?
Και αυτό θα έρθει τον Ιανουάριο του 2021 νομίζω. Οπότε αυτό ήταν το βίντεο, ελπίζω να σας άρεσε. Αν σας άρεσε πατήστε ένα like, κάντε και ένα sub καινούργια και τσεκάρετε για την περιγραφή. Θα λέμε στο επόμενο βίντεο.